Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Dave, and welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be watching some videos from Slapped Ham. His link is down below in the description, so please go over to his site, give us some support. He does a great job, and as always, we're going to be watching some pretty spooky videos today, some clips, some ghosts. All right, so buckle up and let's get to it. And enjoy.
You're about to see some seriously scary videos that no one can quite explain. Let's take a look. In this haunting image shared to Reddit by user Just a Cat Life, a large shadowy figure is visible in a corridor of the old South Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee.
I don't really see anything. If you guys see anything, please tell me down below.
What's even creepier is that this corridor is supposedly referred to as the Shadow Hall due to frequent reports of a 7-foot-tall shadowy figure often seen there.
Wait, did... Okay. Okay, that's just his accent. I thought he said Shadow Hole. But he said Shadow Hall, which makes a lot more sense. Shadow Hole is probably something much different.
The photograph was taken on the second floor towards the end of an exploratory night. Accompanied by only one other person who was positioned in front of him with a flashlight, the poster confirms that this mysterious shadow could not have been cast by either of them. The old South Pittsburgh Hospital is renowned among paranormal enthusiasts for its frequent and varied paranormal occurrences. It's become a hotspot for those intrigued by the supernatural, attracting visitors from all around. The hospital's eerie atmosphere is enhanced by numerous reports of mysterious noises, unexplained movements, and chilling encounters. Earlier that same night, the poster experienced a spine-chilling incident themselves. While walking alone down a dark first-floor hallway, they heard a hissing noise emanating from a nearby room. But when they took a look, there was nothing there. So then, does this photograph prove that the old Pittsburgh Hospital in Tennessee really is haunted? Let me know your thoughts on this one down below.
Now, I worked at a haunted hospital, and let me just tell you one story. Okay, so I don't know how long I had been working there, but there were stories and flying around that the hospital was haunted. That there was like, especially this like little kid. I guess it was usually in the ER, and he would come and knock stuff off desks and like pens and papers and stuff like that. Nothing like malicious or anything. And so anyway, so that was kind of the story going around. And so anyways, one night, it was late at night after visiting hours were over. So it was a skeleton crew basically of nurses. And then part of my duties in records, I had to just kind of go around and walk the halls and, just make sure everything was kind of kosher. And so anyways, I was walking down, I think I was like on the second or third floor. And I was approaching the elevators. So there's like this long hallway, and then there's like kind of a foyer area, and then just, on the inside were the elevators. So as you're walking down the hall, you could not see the elevators. But as I was walking down the hall, all of a sudden I started hearing the elevators like opening and closing and opening and closing. And I got this distinct impression, and it sounded just like some little kid. I don't know. I wasn't even thinking about the ghost kid, but my impression was like, oh, there's some kid just hitting the elevator button, just playing with the elevator button. And then I thought, well, that's weird because everybody should be gone. Well, hours ago. So there shouldn't be anybody there. And so as I was approaching the foyer area, and I was still hearing ding, 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 and the doors opening and shutting. I was fully expecting to see just some little kid just like hitting and I was like, okay, I'm going to have to go find the parents and blah, blah, blah. And so I turn the corner and there is nobody there. And I was just like, and as I approached to turn the corner, the doors stopped opening and closing. And that freaked me out. Totally. Anyways, let's get back to it.
In a perplexing image shared by Steve-O Holland over on the Facebook page Disbelief Paranormal Official, a seemingly ordinary photo captures an extraordinary detail. The photograph features Steve-O and his wife smiling beside their cat. But it's the background that draws eerie attention. Visible in the glass of a door to their right is the distinct reflection of a man's face.
I find it kind of weird. I've got kind of a photography background a little bit, I could say. If I was going to take a picture of them, or if they were like, hey, Dave, take a picture of us and our cat. I guess the cat was important. But if I were to take that, I would have definitely have like shifted the camera a little bit to the left. And I would have like framed more of just them and the cat. But that would have like pretty much cut out the door. So it's just kind of weird that like the door is almost perfectly framed. Like they were purposely trying to capture the door with them. So I don't know. It makes me it's kind of suspect. I don't know. But anyways.
Steve-O's adamant that the reflection couldn't simply be dismissed. He notes that directly opposite the two doors is merely a wall under the stairs, eliminating the possibility of a normal reflection. Adding to the mystery, Steve-O mentions that the face in the reflection bears a striking resemblance to his father, who had just recently passed away. This detail lends a personal and potentially supernatural element to the image, suggesting the possibility of a visitation or acknowledgement from the beyond. Skeptics might attribute the image to tricks of light or optical illusions, yet for Steve-O and his wife, the photograph seems to hold a deeper, possibly spiritual significance.
Yeah, I don't really see those two as being like super like, hey, let's jump into Photoshop and like manipulate this photo. I mean, no offense to them. It just I don't get that vibe from them. Like I don't know. That is strange.
While it appears there is indeed a face reflecting off the glass, at this stage no one has a definitive answer as to who or what it is. There's very little information available on this next video. Uploaded to John Boy's Creepy Content on TikTok, it shows a group of people making their way down a dirt path.
Making their way? Yeah, they seem to be standing there.
When suddenly they notice a rather eerie looking figure up ahead.
Okay.
As you can see, the figure appears to lift into the air.
No, it appears like as if he was jumping off of something.
Unfortunately, this is where the video ends and we're left to wonder what on earth the mysterious figure might have been.
And now he just climbed back onto the thing he just jumped off of. I don't think there's any kind of paranormal activity going on here.
While this footage certainly shows a perplexing sight, it's difficult to make judgment on what's actually going on simply based on the lack of information. As always, we'll throw this one over to you, the viewers, for final judgment. What do you think this perplexing video is actually showing? Let me know in the comments down below.
Yeah, I think we can judge. I judge. judge shenanigans.
In a series of chilling photographs shared by tour guide Elena Vratos Jacobs to Facebook, something unusual has been caught on camera at the notorious Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky. The initial photo reveals an empty corridor, setting a somber scene for what follows. However, it's the subsequent images that stir both intrigue and unease. These photographs distinctly capture what appears to be the ghostly legs and feet of a spectral figure.
I think that looks like two different shoes. They look like tennis shoes. They look like a guy's foot. Two guys on one leg. I don't know why they would only be on one leg, but I don't know. That's what it looks like to me.
Elena explains that during her nighttime exploration, she aimed to document any paranormal phenomena, adhering to the practice of taking 3 consecutive shots to ensure nothing is ever missed.
That's good.
It's in the middle picture where the eerie details emerge unmistakably. The visible feet and legs suggest the presence of one or possibly 2 entities.
Now, to me, that looks like a double exposure. If it was done on traditional film, kind of sounds like she took it on like her phone, her iPhone or whatever, a digital camera. So I don't know if that doesn't seem to happen on digital cameras. Not that I'm aware of. But if it was traditional film, I would go with double exposure, although it's still kind of weird.
Given the history of the location, where 2 sisters faced tragedy amidst the tuberculosis epidemic, with one delivering a baby afflicted by the disease, Elena speculates that these could be the wandering spirits of the sisters, perhaps eternally walking the halls side by side. Described as one of the most haunted places in America, the Waverly Hills Sanatorium is home to many eerie ghost stories. One of the most famous is that of the ghost of room 502. This particular story revolves around the tragic and mysterious circumstances surrounding the death of a nurse who worked at the sanatorium in the 1920s.
Of course.
During its operation as a tuberculosis hospital, Waverly Hills was the last hope for many suffering from the disease, which at the time was often fatal and had no cure. The staff was under constant pressure and emotional strain due to the high mortality rate among patients.
Yeah, I can
The
only
story
imagine.
goes that a young nurse was found dead in room 502 and had reportedly hanged herself. It's said
Dang.
that the nurse became pregnant by one of the doctors at the sanatorium. Being unmarried and pregnant would have been a significant social stigma at the time, possibly leading to her despair. Another
Yes.
version suggests that she was deeply depressed by the constant deaths and suffering around her.
How could you
Unable to
not
cope
be?
with the stress, she allegedly took her own life. Over
Over the years, yes, that would definitely make you depressed. I don't know how doctors and nurses do it. They are definitely special people. So, God bless them.
years, numerous reports have surfaced from visitors and paranormal investigators about strange occurrences in and around room 502. Some claim to have seen the figure of a woman in period nurse's attire, sometimes appearing with a noose around her neck. This famous ghost photo here allegedly shows the nurse of room 502.
Man, that's creepy.
This tale has made room 502 a focal point for ghost tours and paranormal investigations at Waverly Hills. The combination of its tragic past, the emotional intensity of the stories, and the chilling experiences reported by visitors continues to fuel the legend, making it a staple of ghostly lore surrounding the sanatorium. So, it seems that these photos, coupled with the tales of room 502, might prove that more than one spectral figure still haunts the halls of the old Waverly Hills Sanatorium. Take another look at the images and let me know what you think they actually show in the comments down below.
You know, I just think, okay, so if this place, obviously it had a lot of tragedy there, a lot of death, a lot of suffering over the decades that it was running. And if it is truly like super haunted, I mean, on one hand, I can see like keeping that building, probably an historical site, type of thing. Preserve the past. But on the other hand, wouldn't it just make sense to, I don't know, just bulldoze that thing and, I don't know, just build a movie theater or something? Something that would bring like some joy and happiness to that land, to that footprint of the old building. Maybe counterbalance like some of the horribleness that happened there. Bring in some laughter. I don't know. Crazy, crazy stuff.
This next image, seen here uploaded to the Disbelief Paranormal official Facebook page, has been floating around the internet for some time. According to the page, it was captured at a suburban hospital in Chiang Rai in northern Thailand by a ghost hunting team. It's noted that the figures were supposedly not caused by motion blur, as there wasn't anybody in front of the camera at the time.
Okay, they might not be caused by camera blur, but the whole entire thing is blurry. Like, I don't know who was taking that picture, but they need to get some kind of stability, image stability going on, or like I don't know, maybe like a tripod or something. Maybe like if these guys are supposedly a professional ghost hunting team, you'd think they'd have some better equipment.
At a quick glance, there appears to be two ghostly figures on the staircase.
I think there's more.
However, if you take a closer look, there might actually be more. Several perhaps lined up behind the front too.
Yeah, I think I see like maybe 3 on the left and 2 on the right. And they're just kind of like, yeah, like you said, just standing like right behind each other. All coming down the stairs at once for some reason.
If this photo is authentic, then it would have to be one of the best ghost photos ever captured. Unfortunately, as there's little information available on the image at this time, it will have to remain a mystery, at least for the time being. Jason Spiegel recently posted this video clip to our Slaptam official community page over on Facebook. It's an excerpt taken from a security camera at his son's newly constructed home, only days after he moved in.
Good for him. Living the dream. Oh, that's not living the dream.
The poster notes that the property is in a very private area that's surrounded by woods, and the nearest public road is more than 1,000 feet away. So then, what could the strange ghostly shape actually be? Let me know your take on this in the comments down below.
You just move in and it would make me want to just move out. I don't want any ghosts trouncing around my property. Creepy, creepy.
Before we take a look at some strange home security footage that was posted over on our Slaptam subreddit, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications.
Yeah, thanks,
that way you'll be
Slaptam.
notified every time we drop our intriguing and curious videos.
Good point.
Are orbs really spirits flittering through the air, or simply just dust particles? A simple mention of them in paranormal circles is likely to start a fierce debate. However, every so often a video comes along that shows something that doesn't quite fit into either explanation.
That's totally snow.
Take this video, uploaded to our Slaptam subreddit by user infamous Parsley1210, for example.
Can you get any more brightness coming out of that TV? Jeez, I almost need to put on my sunglasses.
It shows the view from a home security camera a little before 8 in the morning. At first, everything seems perfectly normal. However, just over 30 seconds into the clip, something quite strange happens. Take a look.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving lights going on. Oh, not that.
The space is suddenly illuminated by a strange shape.
Kind of looks like, almost like lightning, but it doesn't go all the way up like through the ceiling. Like That's weird. And it just like totally illuminates the whole entire room. That's crazy.
Sometime later, a man enters the room.
It's like, whoa,
One
dude.
keen-eyed viewer noted he seems to have heard something and come to investigate its cause.
What's
He searches the
going
area but
on?
appears unable to find anything out of place. Suddenly, the strange shape appears yet again.
Whoa.
The man continues searching the area for a few more seconds. However, he soon appears disinterested and leaves.
Like, he just was totally oblivious to whatever that was that happened. I mean, it looked like he was walking behind that thing. Like, it was, that flash was between him and the camera. And he had no clue. He did not react at all. So that's weird, because I mean, it like lit up the whole entire room. Wow.
Several Redditors have attempted to explain the anomaly. One suggested it might be caused by the LEDs in the room. Another thought it was the result of the sensor dying in the camera. Yet another turned to the paranormal for answers, suggesting it was a spirit attempting to manifest. This is certainly a very curious piece of footage, but what do you think it actually shows? Was the shape and sudden flash of light caused by a technical issue? Or does this video show something a little more mysterious? Love to hear your thoughts on this one in the comments down below.
That's so crazy. Wow. Well, that was pretty cool. Saw some crazy stuff. As usual, Slaptam is always so good. Anyways, I'd like to just say thank you for joining me today. I hope you can make it to the next video. And just know that you are appreciated, and have a great day. I'm out. Bye.